Okay, it is recording, and this is here. I have a extra special.
I got a trash can over here too.
Let me cut this down.
Control Point, episode 77, recorded on May 31st, 2009. I'm William Brent Copeland.
Yeah, and I'm Eric Fullerton. Eric Maxwell Fullerton. Yeah. Who's the pyro in the studio?
I don't think it's a pyro. I think it's a Wesley Wilson with a Nerd's kazoo.
Oh yeah, he's speaking into a Nerd's box today.
Yes, because I've been eating Nerds and they're delicious.
I was getting worried there for a second. They're just going to try to do the whole podcast.
I could do it. Do not.
We don't doubt.
I know.
We do not doubt. So, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. And then additionally, my family is still sick. I still have part of my cold. My son still has some of his cold. My daughter still has some of her cold, and my wife has some of her cold.
Nice.
And considering she's getting up nursing every couple of hours, and my son doesn't sleep well, my daughter's
she's milking that cold out for all the kiddies.
Yes, and we're not. There's not much sleep at the West household right now. Not much at all.
I'm sorry.
So
you should be up playing like a bunch of TF2, right?
Well, the problem is a lot of times I'm holding the baby, and TF2 is not one of those games where you can hold a baby and play it at the same time.
I know, you can barely eat Cheetos and play.
No, you can't. Exactly, exactly.
What you need is like a one of those sacks that you can put the baby in.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Like and wear it on the front while you play.
Yeah, we
like
have one of those, but they
Yeah.
seem kind of weird. They kind of like
They do.
They envelop the baby like a cocoon, and I'm always like, are you breathing in there? Can you breathe? I have found one game that I can play one-armed though, so I hold the baby in one arm.
Wait, we're not that kind of podcast.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what she said. Anyway, no, I've been playing.
Wait, we haven't even done the freaking briefcase yet.
Yeah, dude, why are you skipping ahead?
Cause we were just talking, we're having a good time.
I know, and I have to cut out your fun and open up the briefcase.
Okay, so briefcase. There we go. Open once again.
All right, so today we have. What do we have in the briefcase?
Absolutely nothing. Oh wait, no, we do. We haven't. Do I got to do this?
Yeah.
If you're looking to rent a game server for, say, I don't know, TF2 or for other popular games, then look no further. Lowpings.net offers 100 tick servers starting at 99 cents a slot. They also rent Ventrilo servers. They have a fully featured web interface that lets you easily manage mods and settings. Go get yourself a server right now from lowpings.net.
Sweet. I will do that. We will continue to run our control point servers on
Lowpings, yes. I think we should. I don't think we've had many complaints lately from it.
No. The only complaints we get now is about the new unlock system sucking. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Yes, we will. And now I'm stuck in this advertising mode talking, so I don't know how I can quit this.
Yes. And this is our radio voice.
And so, nothing else in the briefcase today. Let's move on to status.
Status. Well, what is this show about anyway? If
This
there's nothing else in the
show is about Team Fortress. Oh, wait.
Spy and sniper updates. We kind of covered it a little bit in the last episode, in our CPCon episode. And so, yeah, I guess we'll get in more depth. And we actually have some listener contributions too this week that we kind of skipped over last week. And of course, State of the Servers by Johnny Napalm.
Nice.
So anyway, let's get into it. Brenty.
Yes, sir.
You played some TF2. And
I did play. I played quite a bit,
patch?
actually.
Do you like this patch?
I hate this patch.
You hate it?
I hate this patch. I don't necessarily mind all the unlocks yet. I haven't actually been able to mess with any of them except for one, which was the Ambassador. I got that randomly.
Nice.
But I also got like half of the ones that I've already gotten randomly. So I don't know why they did that so much. I heard you can trade them somehow. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know.
Maybe
the trading code isn't in yet.
Yeah, it's not active
so
yet.
Wow, fun. I'm glad. I guess I can hold on to my mini sandwiches.
You know what we need is an auction house.
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't that be
what
great?
Maybe a trainer.
Yeah.
And some way to grind to get money to buy unlocks. Something like that.
Something like that.
All over at the Honeypot server.
So, what about the Ambassador? Without going into detail, do you like it?
I almost think it may be a little overpowered. I mean, I was sitting there taking
Wow,
out
something
people
on the
just-
spy is overpowered.
Well, to me, it's almost like making a without scoping in. It's like a sniper running around now. It's the spy
Yeah.
because you clock someone with one of those things and you knock them out. I mean, it's deadly. I
What
was
does
just
it
sitting there
sound
taking
like?
people out.
Is it a cool sound when you shoot it?
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention that much. It's nice looking at it though. It looks neat, you know.
That's cool. You can see the little carving.
It's got
of
Wes's mom on the handle.
Yeah, Wes's mom's on there.
You got a pretty gun.
It is a pretty gun.
Nice.
But I mean, besides that, it's just like, you know, it seems like if you go through a full night of play, you know, play 5 or 6 maps or something, that you should get an unlock that you don't have, or
right.
something. It kind of sucks that get another sandwich, or some nights I'd play and wouldn't get anything, and it was just like, nah. You don't really feel like you're working towards anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost got to rethink the whole achievement thing because I'm not really like working towards any of the new achievements either. Every once in a while, I'll see one pop up, and I'll be, yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, at least with the achievement system, it was more like a game, a mini game, you know,
Yeah.
to do the weird activities to get the unlocks. But yeah, now it's just kind of like I got to make a point to play more, I guess.
What I would like to see is
I don't know.
like you unlock an achievement, and maybe you get like full health or something, or like some kind of bonus for like 30 seconds. Right,
Okay.
so you're actively working towards unlocking the achievements. I mean, it kind of sucked once you got them all unlocked, but
Right.
like if when you got them unlocked, you got something like instant bonus, like right then that you got to use
Yeah.
but it's not overpowering and it doesn't last too long. Maybe it's an Uber, something like that
Right.
weird, where it's just like boom, you get this unlock this achievement, and
Well,
maybe later when we can. Do some clickables or something in your backpack. It'll be like a potion,
clickables,
a healing
that's a potion.
an Uber potion instead of like a mana potion, right?
Yeah. The thing about WoW is, I know it's lame, but I feel like I'm making progress when I'm grinding and doing stuff, because it's like watching an hourglass. It's like where you are and you can see it physically moving. That's kind of like how time passes when you're grinding. And WoW, you have numbers, you have reputation, you have some meter that is about to max out, and then you're gonna be rewarded somehow. This one feels like you're at Vegas playing slot machines, and one time maybe you'll win, maybe not. Maybe I'll go home broke, and I spend all night wasting my money and time. That's kind of how I feel this new unlock system.
Well, they did the first step, right? They unhooked the two, right? The achievements and the unlocks, which is good. I'm glad they did that. Now I wish they would take it one step further. Give us the unlocks. Just give us the unlocks. Let us play with the new toys.
Yeah.
And do the achievements. I think maybe with achievements, if I start putting them up on my screen, I kind of forgot to do that, to add them to my list of things to do. But if
the
they're
little
right there in
checklist
front of me, maybe they should have had it like default to turn those on.
Yeah.
Like with the new ones. And then it's like right there in front of you. You're like, oh, yeah, I got to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
And that'd be kind of cool. I'm happier this way, but I'm not happy with the unlocks. I'm happy with the achievements, but not the
Well, they
unlocks.
did change one thing.
What's that?
The milestones are back.
How's that?
What do those do?
You can unlock the weapons through achievement milestones.
Oh, can you? So now you can go farm them?
Yep.
See, but I don't know if I want to farm them now.
I don't really want to.
Now that I can get them some other way.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem with someone, because I do want some of them like right away, and save like the sniper ones. I guess what that'll do is it'll have me play sniper more.
Yeah.
Because right now it doesn't matter what you play. You'll still unlock things by, I don't know what it is. Is it just random? Is it just completely random? Like at the very beginning, I thought you had to run over stuff.
No, it's totally random.
So I was running over like people's dead bodies.
I assume it's when you
ammo
kill somebody.
Oh, everyone in
it's
the
when
chat
you
room,
die.
everyone's saying the achievement system is back. Right
Yeah, that's
now.
what he just said.
So
Yeah.
I know everyone is praising West right now because it's actually back, and I'll be honest, I didn't play any TF2 since the convention. Well, actually, I didn't play any at the convention either.
Yeah, we
Because-
none of us did. 'Cause
Yeah.
we had this horrible plan of half of the people getting the new patch and half not, so we could not play together.
Yeah, the network was crazy. I've been going crazy. Okay, here's the big things that happened with me this week that prevented me from playing TF2. Of course, CPCon, and we stripped down all the cameras and audio gear and stuff like that from the studio. So it took at least one good day to get everything back in order. And then the next day, I went and bought a brand new 2009 Toyota RAV4 SUV. So that was a little hectic, a lot of paperwork. Actually, there's more paperwork in buying a new car than it is to buy a house. It's really annoying. Anyway, so then after that, on Saturday night, was it Friday?
Friday night.
Yeah, it was Friday night.
Yep.
I got engaged. Me and Sabrina are getting married, and of course, I'm not gonna, hey, will you marry me? Yes. Okay. Anyway, so let's check out the new Sniper updates. So of course, I didn't play any TF2 this weekend. So I've been grilling out and doing stuff like that, celebrating. So I really, this is like oh, thank you,
So
by the way, everyone saying
So all you people who
congratulations.
have enjoyed hanging out and playing games with Eric, now he's married, and it's all over.
Yeah, it's all over now. So I am dying
right.
to play this update because this is one of the biggest ones. And Robin Walker, he said before, this is going to be the biggest update yet, that we'll see. And of course, it's 2 classes. Even without the classes, it was a big update with all the crazy unlocks and all the stuff and the hats and whatevers, all the weird documented things that we haven't even talked about yet. But anyway, so I'm totally dying to play. I wish I would have played before this show. So if I say something totally stupid, you'll know why. So that's my preface.
And they'll be used to it. We say stupid stuff all the time.
Nobody listens to
Yeah.
us for our content.
But I so want to play. I want to check out all this new stuff. I want to see the ambassador. I want to see the huntsman. I want to see the freaking the
Giraffe.
shield or whatever. What was the shield called?
I got that.
You got it?
Yeah, I got the little anti-backstab thing.
Oh, sweet. What is it called? Why are we so lame?
The
The
Razorback.
shield.
Razorback. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The shield.
The shield of power. So anyway, I just kind of inserted my week real quick because I've just been like,
Well, that's okay. I only had one more
Crazy.
thing on there anyway.
okay.
I mean, it was a pretty short week. Besides, unlocks suck. We played I forget what map it was. I think it might have been Hoodoo last night, but the cart took off before the timer started. Like the timer started for setup, then all suddenly our timer said 3 minutes or 4 minutes for start, and the cart just took off on its own, and we won without ever leaving the respawn. It was awesome.
Nice.
Do you think there was a moving, like one of those invisible spies that just never stopped moving?
No, I think it was just bugged.
Oh,
Just a bugged map.
didn't they release that as a user map now?
Yeah. I mean, it's a user-made map that they packed in with this
Yeah.
release, right?
So it's bugged and it got released by Valve.
Apparently, I don't know why it just ran off, but the cart just ran off. It was awesome.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I bet it was an invisible spy.
You think so?
Yeah, I bet it just never stopped moving.
It might have been. Maybe someone doing some sneaky. I don't know. I don't know if any other mods were on there.
Yeah,
I don't
could
know.
have been.
We'll
Could have
see.
been.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about you, Wes?
I played a little bit this week. I did not play much. I did get about 3 or 4 hours in this week. But I was excited, especially to play the dual cart map.
Yeah, it's fun.
I really like it. I'm kind of weirded out by the fact that did I notice that it doesn't roll backwards after time? Like it'll stay.
It actually rolls back on hills.
Oh, really?
So like if you're going up that big hill and everybody's off it, it just rolls back to the bottom. And there's a couple places where it'll be near the end goal.
Yeah.
That there's a little hill and it will roll back a couple feet, things
Yeah.
like that.
But
But no, they don't roll back.
and
in
I don't
general.
like that. I don't like that.
But they're so short. It like gives you this like
I still don't like it.
play it
Doesn't
tomorrow,
feel
you love
right.
it.
I might. But I mean, I did like the map, except for there's this whole thing, and I don't really know how to describe this other than to say half the teams are snipers and spies.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, flat out, getting one shot killed over and over and over and over and over again makes me not want to play TF2.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the role of the sniper and the spy, but really, when they're in heavy play, they make the game not fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know everybody saw this coming. Oh, this is the update that Wes is gonna hate. But I mean,
It's both the insta kill classes,
right. And I mean, yeah, and you're running around, and all of a sudden 3 arrows are coming at you. And then while they're in air heading towards your head, you get backstabbed, and it's like, what? So I'm just, and I mean,
that's why you got to play a sniper and just put that shield on.
Yeah.
Your back, the Razorback.
well, really, all I did, I mean, I got to the point where I did not enjoy playing any attack class. Any class that had to come out into the open, I did not enjoy.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would lurk near the front lines behind a wall as a medic, and I would heal people.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
So I could play without actually playing.
I played engineer a lot, so I kind of did the same thing.
I saw you playing on an orange server.
Yes. Yes.
What were you doing?
Okay,
there?
you know the orange level where you come out the door and then there's a big like left turn and then there's that big long thing in the middle with the tower and the control point on top of the tower, and it's an orange map. It's that standard orange map that everybody plays.
Is it the big? It's like a big gazebo and it opens up 5 different ways. It's like a star.
No. It's just a big high tower in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
like orange
it's
map.
Orange X3, I think is what the chat room says it is. So I saw that Brent was playing, and since we never play games together anymore, I was like, hey, I should go and play with Brent. And he wasn't on CP1. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I looked at CP1 and it wasn't full, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go hang with Brent for a minute.
They all started coming over to that map.
So I came over there, and he didn't even notice me logging on. And so
what can I say? I was up at the top of the list, and he comes in at the bottom. I don't see that.
Yeah, see, you're in the zone,
So then I run in, right, and the first thing I do is I see a teleporter, right? It's right there in front of me, and I'm like, well, this is a big open map. There's a bunch of snipers and spies running around. I'm going to get on the teleporter. I jumped onto the teleporter. I appeared in the other place and got shot in the head. Nice. So I'm like, okay, so I don't want to take the teleporter. So I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I got to make it to the tower because that's where the fight's going to be. So I'm going to come out, I'm going to jump, and I'm going to jump, and I'm going to jump, and I'm jumping around, and I get shot in the head. I'm like, okay, well, let's see how that, maybe I can run with other people. Maybe I'll run with other people. No, that didn't help either. And then finally I made it to the tower, right? And I start going upstairs, right? And then I stick my head up, and there's a sentry on the top floor, and it kills me. So then after about like 5 minutes, and Brent still hadn't even recognized that I was there.
You're about to rage quit, right?
And I just went, hey, CP1 wasn't full. So I went to CP1.
Nice.
So that game, I forgot about that game, but that game was awesome. I had like 300 and something points up on the top. Now, like, my teleporter probably had like 200 of those points, I think. I don't know how many points you get for that. Yeah. But it was a fun game. I was playing like this crazy engineer. Like I would just set up a level 1, maybe get to 2, and then run around just shooting people. And it was.
How did you do that? I mean, does the engineer helmet magically
freaking
protect?
Rocked that night. It was rocking.
I couldn't move anywhere without getting killed.
It was a lot of fun. No, I think
because that map is just a big snipe fest, man.
Someone did come in and they were trying to tell me like, no, build over here, and I was like, dude. Really? I love getting tips and whatnot, but look at my points. Don't tell the guy with 300 points where to place his gun. Just my tip for you. So it was well meant, I'm sure.
So then I went to CP1 and we played, and then I came in on the dual.
The dual
track, the dual payload cart.
Yes,
and that was kind of cool. And so I got shot in the head again, and stabbed in the back, and shot in the head, and stabbed in the back, and shot in the head, stabbed in the back, shot in the head, shot in the head, shot in the head, stabbed in the back.
They said, "Hey, Brent's playing on that Orange X. Go over
there." So anyway, that was kind of fun. We played around on a couple other maps, and then after a little while, I'm like, "Okay, guys, it was great. Thanks." Actually, I didn't say goodbye.
I'll be back for the demo update.
Yeah.
What night was that?
I think it was Thursday. No, maybe Thursday.
Did you get killed by any ambassadors or huntsmen or anything?
I got killed by lots of huntsmen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were they pin you up against the wall and everything?
Well, it doesn't matter. They shot me in the head and they killed me. The pinning against the wall thing is totally arbitrary.
I figured out
that's what I meant
something though, just to make you happy for your demo man update.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to launch your bottles.
Really?
It's gonna be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
And they're gonna be filled with Durate, I think, or something.
Molotov cocktails. That would be kind of cool.
Nice. You like open your mouth and like catch it and like.
Pee in your mouth. That's right.
Yikes.
Wait.
Yeah.
That was episode 50, but we never did that part.
Two demos.
I'm glad. Yeah. So let's get down into the I don't know, what would you call this?
On the loudspeaker.
Hold.
Wait.
Nice.
I had to get my box. I lost my box.
Good one. Yeah. So let's see. What do we have? We have kind of the same crap we talked about last week. So what do we do about it? We have the Huntsman, day 1. We have Payload Race, day 2. The Razorback, day 3. The Spy. Wait, why does it say the Spy Update, day 4? What does that mean?
Because that was the day that they announced the spy update.
Yeah, but with that, they announced the
watches, the 2 watches.
The watches.
That's
Which
right,
I don't really even know how they work. I haven't paid attention to them.
Oh.
Talk to me.
Hold on. Then we got Meet the Spy video. And then we got the Ambassador. Then we got Girardi. See, this is 9 days full of stuff. This is awesome. Day 8, it finally got put out. It was release day. And then day 9 was our bonus day of PL Hoodoo. So that is like a fun-filled week right there. And it was crazy because, of course, we're at CPCon with crappy internet abilities. And, yeah.
And by the way, I want to apologize for that. If I had been able to fix that, I would have. We specifically said we want to tie into the main thing. And they
the main frame.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let us.
The supercomputer. But yeah, it's not your fault. It's what it is. But, you know, we had a good time at CPCon because we weren't playing TF2.
No, really. I mean,
like
we were there to...
we were there to, you know, socialize and stuff like that. And that's part of the fun is to, you know...
I pretty much played one game of Left 4 Dead because Left 4 Dead was running, and I played it with Nico Chrono and Nivek 1.
Right.
And we just did a rush map, and it was awesome. But it was just, you know, it was like 20 minutes of play, and then we, you know, got up and talked.
Right. There is a ton of stuff on YouTube already. I'm going to post a bunch of links, as many as I can find, to all the videos and stuff from CPCon or PlayOnCon/CPCon. And for those of you that are confused, the convention was called PlayOnCon, but CPCon was a sub. It was kind of a meetup of all the Control Point people. And we may or may not have CPCon next year as a part of PlayOnCon. We might have CPCon in Las Vegas, baby. We're talking about it. We're talking about it. I don't know if it'll happen, but CPCon might be somewhere else. Anyway, what was I getting at?
You were getting at the unlocks for Spy.
I was?
I have no clue what you were getting at. I was trying to go back to what Wes was asking about.
CPCon Vegas 2010. Anyway, so yeah, man, what was I getting at? I was all over the map. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff here to talk about. Any glaring moments about CPCon before we move on? Any?
Oh, that could be an episode in itself.
Oh yeah. By the way, I know.
Wasn't it? Didn't we have?
I was talking about. I'm going to link to a bunch of CPCon videos. We have a bunch of YouTube stuff. We have Rock Band. You guys freaking rocked out. We had the Control Point group, and then we had what was the enterprising young men?
That would be the Buffett, Tiberius.
James Tiberius Buffett.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, and they won.
Yeah, they won. They won, and they were the only ones to change the lyrics.
Well, I guess I should say rocked it out.
That's
they won with Margarita.
That's the first. On all the Rock Band tournaments we've run, that's the first time anyone has changed the lyrics on the song.
And it was brilliant too. It was like it was so CP, right? It was like a cheesy parody of a song, you know. And it was like, but it was all about, you know, dice rolling and girls and the lack of girls and like geekdomisms, and just con stuff.
That'll be interesting to see next year if people do that again.
Yeah,
if like a lot of people do it.
Yeah. So man, we had a great time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm editing a video. I was all over the convention with my little camera and my video camera. And a Kodak ZI6, by the way. Those are really nice little cameras.
And do you have the poster? Where's the poster? Nivek 1.
Yeah, and Nivek 1
got us an awesome poster and he got it signed.
Yeah,
I don't know if we.
I don't remember if we mentioned that or not in the last episode. Anyway,
I don't think we did because I had it there to mention and I never pulled it up.
Yeah, Nivek 1 gave us it's one of the Valve Pyro posters with
it's that poster right there.
Yeah, it is,
but signed.
Yes, it is signed by a ton of people in the TF2 team, and it is awesome. And I try to look closely and pick out the Doug Lombardi, but it's all like some of them are just crazy, like
I'll sign it for you later
together and stuff like that. But anyway,
you laugh, but that's what my it runs in the family. That's what my grandfather used to do. Is I'm technically related, like second cousin to Stuart Copeland of the Police.
Yeah,
and so he'd always tell us that he would give us an album from the Police signed by everybody, and we would hassle them every time. And finally, my dad was like, you know, you need to give them this album. You know, I'm sick of hearing them like ask me about it. He's like, yeah. You want me to sign it right now?
Oh,
so he's just gonna sign it. And that's when my dad found out, like, he had this football that he'd gotten signed by some famous football player, and that's when he realized at that point that football was fake too. Anyway, so I'll sign it. Is what I'm getting at.
Sweet.
After the show.
Anyway, so not to bore everybody who didn't go to CPCon, but to finish it off, a lot of our crazy CP antics and CP After Dark moments are captured on tape, and I'm editing together a video which I will put on YouTube, and I will make an announcement, of course, on this show.
Yes.
And it's going to be kind of a, I don't even know how long it's going to be, maybe half an hour, but it's kind of a documentary, MTV style of music and stuff. It's really cool. A lot of funny stuff went in there. Because really, I just, walked around with my camera recording all the time, pretty much. Captured everything. Well, there's some stuff I probably won't put on there.
Oh, I think you should put it all in.
But it was really great. And I hope that more CPers will come out next year. And for those who drove all the way across the country, that was awesome. It was so cool meeting everybody in person. It was really freaky. Because it was like, oh my God, you're like that, you're, Mintalk or Nivik One.
It's really weird. The weirdest thing is now when I see people's names on the forums and stuff like that, I think of their face as opposed to their icon. You know, I used to like when I think of, I've never met Jolly, so when I think of Jolly, I think of Jolly's icon.
Yeah.
Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
And now I think of the people who went to CPCon. I think of their face.
Yeah, I think of just like their personality and hanging out with them, like a Kant, Bill. It's just like I just think.
Yeah, I had
I
had no idea what he would look like. I mean, it's that's another thing is like certain people you're like, oh yeah, once you see, but you never put two and two together,
Yeah, it's so cool, it's so surreal. But anyway, so yes, look for that video coming to YouTube channel.
And speaking of people who did get their T-shirts, we got them in, and we do have those in, and we're getting those mailed out like this week. Hopefully, we got to get packaging, but we will get those mailed out to everybody who bought one, and then we'll see if we have any extras.
Yeah. And for those of you on the live view stream right now, you can see that I'm wearing one of the T-shirts right now. Dun, dun, dun.
Done by Boom Rocker.
There was so many people. Yes, this is a Boom Rocker special. Everybody at the not everybody at the con, but there was so many people at the convention wearing this shirt. It was really cool. So anyway, okay, so let's get into the TF2 stuff.
Okay, so speaking of that watch you're talking about, I don't know exactly how they all work, but I know one basically makes them get like a feigned death. And I hate it because I'll sit there and I was like a pyro and I'd catch the spy on, fire and he'd die. Or maybe, anyway, I killed him. Right? And then he stabs me in the back like 2 seconds later. I'm like, what is that? Because he uses his watch to feign death and he gets back up and stabs you.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I feel you.
I feel you, homie.
Now, if somebody's on fire and they feign death?
He might not have been on fire.
Oh.
Because that doesn't make sense to me. But.
Yeah. So what about this Payload Race? I haven't played it yet, and I'm really I want to know the mechanics. How does it work?
It's basically just two payload carts. It's a much smaller map, right?
Okay.
Each sections of it, and your payload carts will start at each end, and then they run past each other to the end, and whoever gets it to the end first.
So the red
wins.
team is pushing one, blue team is pushing the other.
They're pushing them in opposite directions.
Okay.
Especially the map's mirrored, right?
Well, the picture I saw, it looked like they were both going up the same.
Well, then there's 3 or maybe even more sections to the map where one they'll be like starting way off on one and going around, but then there's one where there's 2 like roller coaster hills that you try to get them up, and you both just start at the bottom of the hill and go up it.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty fun because you get right into the action right away. Everybody's around the carts, and the difference between these payload maps and the other ones on these hills, if no one's on the cart, it rolls back down to a level surface.
Okay. Huh. So so the red team can't make the blue one go back or stop or do anything weird.
They do not go back that I have seen.
Okay.
I know we had one stop for 5 or 6 minutes without getting touched, and it never went back. So I assume they just don't go back unless it's a hill.
Okay. So is this like a mechanic that people can just make new maps, I guess?
I assume.
And with Hammer. That's cool. So we might see new
Hammer
ones.
time.
Yeah. That's
and
cool.
Johnny Napalm points out that it is actually PLR map as opposed to PL.
Payload Race.
PLR, nice.
Yes.
So,
Payload Race.
I'll buy that for $1. All right. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about here? We have the Razorback. Any new news about the Razorback?
I haven't
Anybody
played any
used it yet?
Spy. I haven't played any Sniper. So
Okay.
no, I got nothing.
Oh.
I saw it used.
So you saw it?
Well, I was dead. I watched a spy try to kill a sniper by stabbing him in the back, and the guy had one of those on, and he turned around and started shooting him.
Oh. So why would you even try to stab somebody?
I guess because you think, well, I can stab him in the back. I don't know. Why wouldn't you just start shooting? I would take out my ambassador and just put it to his head and start blowing him away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Huh. So let's see. And then the watches. Huh?
I'm opposed to anything that keeps a spy invisible for longer.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I mean, that's their spiel, though. You know, they need to do that.
No, it's...
I mean, like, you know, give the NG the ability to go invisible, I'll be mad. But, like, you know...
But why? What if he invented a creation that could make him invisible, right? He's an engineer. Teleporter cloak, invisibility cloak. That has some reference.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, you know, play around with mechanics of the spy going invisible. I think it's fine.
Who thinks that the spy needs to... I mean, who in the world thinks the spy needs to be invisible longer? I mean, somebody sat down at a table and said, you know what? The spy should be able to stay invisible for longer. And other people agreed with him. And I don't know how that happened. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, they can stay invisible longer?
Yeah, isn't that the stop moving watch?
I thought it was one where you, you know, see, now here's the part where we sound stupid.
No, one I think makes a double of them, and it runs off in one way.
So you can stay invisible forever. Is this correct? Right? We're waiting for chat room confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, if...
Oh, the one where it's powered by standing still.
Yeah.
You got to stand still.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't move.
So what?
Big,
so
debilitating.
You could stop and
How
rest.
is that debilitating?
You can't move.
It doesn't matter. Your invisibility recharges.
Doesn't matter. All
you
that
can move anywhere you
crap
want to go
flashing
and
around.
never be visible.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem, you know. And then so now
if
we've
you-
got a spy who can pretend to be somebody else, be invisible forever.
No, because you've got it's one or the other. They're both
Huh?
watches, right?
Yeah, but it's the invisibility, right? But the disguises are invisibility. You can pretend to be the other team.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You can stay invisible forever.
So you can crouch
Okay.
walk and it'll be slow.
And then the other thing is, you know, with the feigned death watch, I mean, you know, is there anything that the spy can't do?
Yeah, he can't pull out a rocket launcher and shoot me with a crit.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
He can't get all up with your mama.
I'm just
Oh,
not,
wait, he
I'm
can,
not,
can he?
You
Oh,
know,
that's right.
I don't know, man. I mean, he probably cooks and cleans too.
I'm just not a big fan. I just don't. Somebody just was not thinking when they did this.
So we might see a spy nerf.
Never,
Probably not, because they
No.
don't really nerf classes. Well,
except for the demo.
yeah,
man and
except for the
soldier.
demo man. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I guess they do, but not big time. So we might see a nerf. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Huh. So,
But I don't see how anyone could look at these new things as lateral changes. These are
collateral damage.
These are direct improvements.
We did see that Evo banned all the new unlocks. Because mainly probably because anything new needs to kind of cycle through. All the teams need to get used to it and form strategies and whatnot. So all this stuff is banned right now, which I guess that's fine. But, you know, if they never get unbanned, well, that probably proves that the general public thinks these things don't work in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's see. Okay, let's go on down the list here. What do we have? We have the ambassador. Thoughts about that? Well, I guess you already kind of talked about it. It's a way for spies to snipe. Right? Is that right? And very accurate shot to the head will kill, but the ability to sneak around and then snipe somebody, that's pretty wild. But what about cooldown time? What do we got on that?
For the gun?
Yeah.
It's just a 6-shooter. You use your 6 bullets and then you
So you
just
go
reload.
bang, 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 bang?
Yeah, it's not too slow
Oh.
of a reload.
Well, you know, from the description that they gave on the actual spy update page on the blog, it was saying that there would be a long cooldown time or whatever.
You got to reload, but It didn't seem that bad to me.
Okay.
But I mean, that's also coming from a soldier who, reloading rockets seems like it takes forever.
I never got shot by a spy. I always got stabbed.
It's probably because I suck at spy, so I was running around shooting people.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't have the other things unlocked. I just had the ambassador unlocked.
Okay. And then we have Girardi, which is a big
I don't like
mason jar of pee.
I don't like
urine.
Girardi at all.
I'm really surprised they pulled that out.
I know.
I don't even care that it's pee or whatever. I get hit by it all the time, and I'm always seeing like through that green stuff. It just reminds me of getting boomed on, and I just don't like it.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. So all this stuff is banned too. Like Evo, they don't like urine.
No urine.
Is that right? And then we have the release date, and then Hoodoo. What about Hoodoo? I don't remember that map.
I always liked Hoodoo. Did they do some fixes on it? Have you played it yet, Brett?
Yeah, I've played it. I had never played it before though.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I really liked it for a while.
I really like it so far.
That one
times I've played it.
180 has some really cool elements to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun map.
You know what? I just got corrected by Ash Williams. Thanks, by the way. It's Sevo, not Evo. Evo is the fighting game tournament. Because me and Ash Williams have been crazy about Street Fighter 4 and playing like fighting games all weekend at the con. Epic Games, mind you.
I played Epic
games.
Board games.
But it's Sevo, not Evo. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
But maybe Evo doesn't like P either, Sevo, Evo, whatever.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. Who does? Except for maybe Brent. Let's see. We have some things about the video here. What is this here? What is this link? What does this mean?
I don't know.
I am loading up stuff in my browser. Oh, the spy is ripped. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of forum posts and stuff about Meet the Spy, the video. There's a picture here in the forums by Mr. Eagle saying the spy is ripped. There's a shot here from behind, and he's got all kinds of muscles.
Talking about the one where he's with the scout's mom.
Yeah, exactly, that one. And then a bunch of stuff. Bold Medias has kind of a bulleted list of kind of odd things that he found. At around 53 seconds into the movie, a blue football helmet can be clearly seen on the filing cabinet behind the scout.
And by clearly, he means really, really tiny, way in the background.
Yes, if you freeze it and then zoom in a little bit. And,
so I don't think that word means what you think it means.
And then he says, while the spy is disguised as the scout, he can be seen at around 19 seconds holding the Sandman, something which normally cannot happen.
That's not true. They changed that.
Oh yeah, yep. You're right. You're
totally
right.
Untrue. Yeah. If the character you're impersonating has the custom weapons, then you will.
Okay. Let's see. Another one here says, the spy touches the intel around 26 seconds while he is disguised. He remains disguised. True. It'd pop you out of your disguise. That's true. And that's what you sacrifice for good machinima, right? I guess. You bend the rules a little bit. From around 140 to 143... the spy is shown using a sliding sapper. That's the one he slides across the ground. In addition, the sentry is sapped much faster than it should be. That could be something that's kind of foreseen in the future, right? Could be.
Yeah, because the spy needs more shit.
Yes. You're right. You're totally right about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and write that word right in the show notes.
There you go. So he already got his stuff. And he shouldn't get the little slidey sappers, which was
like
really cool and very cinematic. But yes, you got your stuff. Be happy with it. Move on to the demo unlocks.
Sure.
Or engineer. Oh, I can't wait for the engineer.
I'm gonna tell you, after these, I'm not excited about the demo unlocks.
Really?
I'm just not. I don't think that there's really much to look forward to.
You don't want the power throw that like catches your enemies, like it entangles enemies with with fro material.
No.
Oh, okay.
The hat doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like Sindel on.
But
Mortal
you did like
Kombat.
the idea of shooting your bottles off, right? With your demo gun.
I do
going,
kind of like the idea of a Molotov cocktail, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, I just don't think.
They're going to give you the Staples I win button.
Really? Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Stable. Okay, next one. At around 2:07, the spy can be seen disguising without the use of his kit. In addition, he can attack the medic while he is disguised. Another one of those,
Wait, what do you mean
that-
he can attack the medic while he's disguised?
He was changing into the medic while he was attacking the medic.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that, if you attack someone, you lose your disguise, right?
Well, not if you've.
It's still,
Okay.
I mean, I think you're right.
It's
something
just a
you can't do
movie,
in
though,
game.
right?
Yeah.
They're showing it,
Yeah, it's just a movie. I mean,
Uh,
the last thing he has here is the soldier's shotgun is way more damaging than it should ever be, and to a friendly team member as well. This probably means nothing, but still.
Oh, and I always think that damn shotgun is more powerful than
Yeah.
it should be when it crits me and kills me.
Yeah.
Happens way
it's
too
just,
much.
Just some speculation. There's a lot of discussion here about Meet the Spy. Lots of screenshots, lots of possible conspiracy activity. Anyway, so I will link to this in the show notes, and you can have fun with it. All right. So next thing on the old list is our excellent friend Johnny Napalm, which did not get to make the CPCon this year, but I think he's excited about going to CPCon Vegas because he lives in Oregon, right? So it's pretty close.
and plus, as long as we plan it long enough in advance, you can always find cheap tickets to Vegas.
Yeah. And I want to hit up the West Coast. I want all the CPers on the West Coast to come hang out with us too, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's get on to the state of the servers because it is always useful to know what's going down on the Control Point servers. Here it is.
Hello CP community, it's your friendly neighborhood server admin Johnny Napalm here with this week's State of the Servers for the week leading up to episode 77. Got a pyro and a demo station at the door, so hopefully no spy interruptions this week. So we had 2 post-Spiper update patches come out. Mint Condition had to do the updates for me, so I appreciate that. Thanks, Mint. We had some issues with certain source mod commands causing crashes on the server. Updated to the latest snapshots for source mod, and the problem seemed to be fixed. As far as map stuff goes, I've added the latest versions of CP Follower and CP Yukon to CP 1 and 3. They're both now in rotation. And I've added CP Best in Class to both servers, but that one's not in rotation. However, it is nominatable. Nominatable. Vote crits was added some time back. I don't remember exactly when I put that in. It requires 10% of players to initiate the vote and then 80% yes votes to pass. I'd like to get some feedback from the community to know if 80% is appropriate for that. As far as plans go, nothing new. I might get around to working on the map rating system sometime after things settle down a little bit more. But that's it. Please visit the forums at deadworkers.com/community. Check out the map rotation thread and the map request thread and put your opinions in there. Have fun, get out there and play.
Was good trip. Awesome. Thank you very much.
By the way, there's one other thing that the chat room pointed out that I feel like I should mention. There is a new Kritzkrieg taunt.
Really?
If the medic has the Kritzkrieg equipped and does a taunt, he will take it and he'll put the barrel of his weapon in front of his face and take a deep breath off of it, and he gets 10 health back.
Wow. That's funny. Huh.
I remember us talking about him getting healed from it, like last podcast or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But
That's
I
true.
didn't realize
It was
that's
like a
what
rumor
from.
or something. Or a joke or
So it was like taking a hit off a bong.
If that gives you health, yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's see. Should I edit that out or not? Let's see.
Hit on a bong, that part? So we're not supposed to talk about weed and stuff like that?
I don't know what we can talk about or not. I have something extra special. This is so cool. This is something that was fabricated at CPCon. And this is a bumper. It is a bumper for listener contributions and is an epic one because this is a big crowd of us hanging listener contributions. And this is what came out. It's awesome. Here it is. Listener contributions, listener contributions, listener contributions. Dun, dun.
Fabulous.
Wow. So that was about
Good job, everyone.
that was about 15 or 20 of us hanging out outside at the hotel.
Was that when we were down there at 3 a.m? Is that when we?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the night that we took our big group photo, and I'm sad because not everybody got in the group photo. There was a couple people not in that photo.
That's
but,
what Photoshop's for.
Yeah, just paste them in there.
That was shortly before we tried to get onto the back deck of the hotel, which was locked up, and we were going to take the digital projector and hook the Xbox up to it and play Xbox on the back wall of the hotel.
Yeah. That was a valiant effort.
Yeah.
But you'll see more of that in the video that I'm going to edit in anyway. Yeah. So we are in listener contributions. We have a first one from an email from Headshot. It says, "Hey guys, Headshot here, and I have to ask this. I've been dying to so here it is." Wow, big intro here. If you have to change one thing about the sniper, what would it be? I would give some sort of like. I've always been into like Ghost Recon sniping and stuff like that, and even Call for Duty, and like the breathing.
Yeah.
And then you can hold your breath and then have it be steady for a couple seconds until the guy's like, and then it goes bumpy. I think that's a little more realism. I think might be a little. It'll create a little more challenge to all the crazy snipers out there that can just twitch and like Chrono and people like that. So basically, I would make the sniper class more difficult to play because I don't play it, and I think it's a balancing issue. I guess I don't know. So, what would you guys do? Remove it completely?
I would have 9 out of 10 shots blow up in their face. I think is what I'd have.
Like
kill them.
Like a faulty sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just 9 out of 10 though. Give them that one shot.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind the sniper being in the game, but I don't want him to have any legs. Is that too much to ask?
No legs is good.
No legs.
So he's just kind of
So
like
he's always prone.
He could crawl around. He could crawl
with
around,
his arms.
right? Or maybe he gets a
He
wheel.
could just spin around on the sentry gun.
He gets a wheelchair unlock, and maybe he can.
Okay, now
So
we're
he'd
going to a bad area.
He'd have like really
I think.
beefy arms because he'd be. Oh, is this bad? Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you do? Oh, you already said
I already said mine, yeah.
Yeah.
I went out of order, sorry.
Yeah.
Or I went counterclockwise, that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
So
okay.
that's about it. Okay. Next.
Next, we have a question from Mintalk 1982.
Which went to the con with us.
Yes, and slept in the same room with, and apparently
1982.
I snore a lot. Anyway,
You didn't do that
the
right.
sniper does not have a taunt when he is holding the Jarate. What should it be? Well, I think he should be filling up the jar.
Yikes.
Would that be the best
Yeah,
one?
and if you're
Why doesn't he have a taunt?
I don't know, but
is
if-
that
They just
they're
haven't put
working
it
on
in yet.
Okay.
and maybe if you're standing in front of him, he gets pee on you and you die.
You melt or like
I don't know.
incapacitated for a while or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Like a big
It's
shower curtain come up around him
yeah,
as he's peeing into the jar.
I mean, it's all about pee, so it's like I don't know that he should have a taunt for it.
Gargle with it, right?
Yikes!
Gargle,
Like he's
and
brushing
spit
his
it out
teeth.
on whoever's in front of him.
Maybe he just needs a coffee cup or something like he does in the video. Something to power up his.
Oh,
urinary tract?
Okay, I got it. He gargles with it and then pulls out a lighter and spits it. It's like flame. Like
Oh, like Kiss, like Gene
yeah,
Simmons or something. I like that.
Anyway,
All right.
full of wind with pee in the mouth. Let's move on to an
Yes.
MP3 from Crimson. This is his first audio question.
Yes, and it goes a little something like this.
Hit it!
Never gets old.
Hey, Control Point, Crimson here. I was recently looking over the sniper updates, where the sniper's talking to his mom about how his work's been. That, coupled with the recent updates that make TF2 more RPG-ish. Lead, this could either be one player, most likely 4-player, because Valve has proven themselves on 4-player co-op with Left 4 Dead. I believe that this story mode is going to be completely separated from the current TF2 game that we all play and we all love. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? You think I'm wrong? What would you like to see in a story mode? Keep up the good work. I'll be listening.
I'm actually a little bit of a fan of this. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't use this intellectual property in another direction.
Yeah.
There's some good thought processes that went on with all this, and I don't know why they don't take it in another direction.
Well, you know what happened when Blizzard tried to do that with Warcraft IP is they took a multiplayer game and they tried to make Warcraft Adventures. And
wait. But they started off with a different world, Warcraft, right?
Well, they started off with a multiplayer game.
But then they tried to go in a different direction with a MMO, which...
Well, that was a multiplayer game, but
Yeah.
it was their single player game that really crapped out, and they canceled. They just like pulled the plug, and they had like I don't know how many years development, but a lot of screenshots and excitement, and it just died. And I'm not real sure why. Probably because they chose a genre that was kind of dead already. It was a point and click adventure game.
Was this before WoW?
Yeah, it's before WoW. Yeah.
Okay, so
That was
I wonder
their-
if they started that when, hey, let's just do an MMO. Why do the single player?
Yeah, and I think the market for adventure games was kind of dead at the time. But what Crimson is asking is like a story mode, which lends me to believe either a, like you said, 4-player co-op or just a single player, kind of like Half-Life 2, where it's just story. But that's going back to possibly a dead, genre. Like it's just a 1-player game, and like I know you hate.
Yeah, but I don't.
Brent
He's talking about
hates-
4-person co-op,
Yeah.
and we see how terribly Left 4 Dead is doing.
Yeah. Well, I love co-op games. I love stories, and like if you, I would love to play a 4-player co-op story mode. I don't play Left 4 Dead that much because it's just kind of feels like the same thing over and over. But give me a story, like an adventure, like a storyline, something to soak in. Like I would do that. But I really don't think TF2 is doing that though. Like. I really don't see that happening.
I don't see that either. But I do think they should do something else with the IP.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good idea. And you could even do it in such a fashion that, like when you played Dead or Alive and you ended the game, and depending on who you had at the end of the game, you got different you get when you beat the game with a fighting game, it has a different ending.
Right.
So you could do that with, you could have all 9 classes.
Oh, yeah.
And there's an adventure mode, and depending on who you have, you unlock certain endings.
I would love that. Yeah. Because all the characters are so unique and so cartoony, and it lends itself strongly to a adventure
Saturday
or
morning
storyline.
cartoon.
Yeah, something like that. But I just don't see that happening. I don't think that's what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, and I think they've got too long to fix out all the other unlocks and then figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah,
with
balancing
this game.
issues. But like Team Fortress 2 Adventures, I'd be on that. And then you do the TF2 cereal, and the TF2 boxers, the TF2 socks.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Pillowcases.
I don't know.
Lunchbox.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So
I don't know if you're worried about it.
Before we get into this next one, I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, okay then. So take a break.
It hurts to walk.
That's why you should keep a jar next to your computer, like a good sniper.
Listener contributions.
So, do you want to put bets on whether we get Spencer in the podcast today?
We might. It might happen.
You think so?
Could. Listener contributions. Listener contributions. Dun.
Happens.
Can you put right after that email? And
Yeah.
then can you put break?
Yeah.
Like big letters.
I'll be happy to. saw Kung Fu Panda last night. Man, that was good.
My son enjoyed the game on Xbox.
I was really surprised. I did not expect that to be that funny. Do 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 do.
Big wheels keep on turning.
Awesome. I didn't know you could play that. Or maybe you can't. I don't know.
Good Lord.
What?
Nothing. I know.
Okay.
What is this, rum and... Oh.
Bacardi and Diet
Cherry
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yes, with cherry in it, yes.
Because they call him Dr. Love.
They call him
him
Dr. Pepper Love.
Dr.
With a little
Love.
cherry.
Okay, where are we at?
Someplace.
Sorry about that, everyone. You know, it comes a time in a man's life when he has to go to the bathroom.
And touch himself in funny places.
Yikes. Okay, so
Here in the document, you'll notice I wrote piss break in large letters.
excellent work. Excellent work. This is something only for YouTube and people live watching because this will be edited out. So anyway, I'm going to clap it in. All right, so what is this video email from TPMX?
I don't know, Eric. What is this video email from TPMX?
I don't know. I was going to ask Wes. What is it?
Well, I think we got a video email, and it's from TPMX.
Wow, cool.
And he's from ubercharge.net?
Yes. Yes. He is.
That's good to know.
No, is this a video that's made Magneto and Don Newman
I don't know.
and Huey Lewis? Do they have the news?
I don't know.
Is this about how to become an excellent pyro?
Is this the one I think it is?
It might be. Why don't you read it?
Evening, morning, afternoon, gentlemen of CP. This is TPMX from www.ubercharge.net with a special article to share. It is a series of videos by Magneto and skilled pyros from TF2, including Don Newman and Huey Lewis, detailing how to excel at pyro beyond W plus mouse 1. Which, that was a pretty good video, too. I don't know if you ever saw that one. Did you ever see that?
No.
How to be an excellent pyro, and it was said, push W, hold down mouse 1.
Nice. Nice.
It was really awesome. And then it went into, some more difficult strategies,
Like
you know,
find ammo so you
turning,
don't have to let off the button.
turning, that kind of stuff. Anyway, the article is so successful on Ubercharged, it has infested both the UC servers with pyros for a whole day trying to imitate the video. Even Robin Walker and his team saw it, calling it an excellent guide to the pyro.
Oh, wow.
It's a sit-down video at 25 minutes, but very useful. Both links to YouTube and higher quality download are available at insert Ubercharged link here, as well as a credit list. You can either credit Ubercharged itself or me. I don't mind either way. So we'll do both.
How about all of the above?
Yes.
Well, this is really weird to kind of like promote or talk about a video that I haven't seen because I always make a point to watch all the videos, listen to all the audio, check it all out. If something excites me, I'll put it down in the notes. But this is our email screener. He has put something down. So I'm kind of excited. I'm definitely going to check this out because my NPC is Pyro. I know how to go forward and push buttons and stuff. Cool.
Okay, so we also got an email from Wookins. It says,
Okay.
Hey, CP, as part of the recent TF2 update, the Spy got 70 new voice lines that pop up throughout the game. And most of these center around the Spy's reactions to dominating certain classes. While most of these are funny, one in particular caught my attention. The dot wave is enclosed, contains the Spy saying, Good Lord, you fight like a woman. And the file itself is entitled Spy and blah, 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 blah. The evidence supporting the Pyro being a female grows with each and every content release, but considering that Valve has done with the Spy Sniper update, the Pyro could end up being a robot or alien. Adios, Wookins. And here is that WAV file.
Yes, here's what it sounds like.
Good Lord, you fight like a woman!
And okay, you fight like a woman. It's kind of like, you know, a classic insult, I guess. But still, the fact that we already got a purse in the spawn room, right?
Yep.
We got
a mention in the TF2 blog.
Yes, that was a big one. That was a new one. What else have we gotten? There was something else.
They said in an interview that the pyro's a female.
Yeah.
Other than the new blog post.
No, they came out and said it. Yeah.
Oh.
Did they really actually say it?
No.
That's what I thought. You're just making it up.
Throwing rumors.
Well, it sounded
out
like you need something else. So it's giving you a little hard-hitting evidence.
Yeah. It seems like there was
I
something
didn't do any
else
fact
too,
finding.
But, you know, but it feels very Metroid, very Samus to me. You know, it's like, you know, the hidden hero takes his mask off.
I think they're just doing it to mess with
whoa.
everybody.
They love messing with us, but the thing is, every time they mess with us, it comes true. They mess with us with Girardi, it comes true, which actually
okay. Now here's my question:
Meet the Sniper video.
Here's my question: do you think that Girardi started off as an April Fool's episode and they said, "Wait a minute, let's use this," or do you think the other way around?
I think the amount of times that these guys are asking the public for ideas. Remember the heavy update? They're like, "You got an idea? Email us." I think with the amount of confusion that Valve seems to have publicly, I think you're right. I think it came out as a joke. Then they had a board meeting or whatever they do. They went to a bar and discussed TF2, whatever they do, and said, "Hey, what if this was real?" And then kept going and getting more in depth and was like, "Okay, this is going to happen." Maybe they ran out of time. Maybe they were rushed, and that was like the last resort was to have that come true. I don't know, but I think it was an afterthought. I don't think it was planned. What do you think, Brent?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably more likely. I mean, you can either see it one way as they put it out in April Fool's as kind of testing the climate, see how people would react.
But don't they seem kind of like undecisive? Like publicly?
Undecisive.
Like you can be undecisive as a company and not let that be seen as your demeanor, but like they're very like out in the open, like, what should we do? I don't know.
I think they do it on purposefully though. So when they are, but I think it's calculated, right? I think because like all the stuff where they fake the release of the spy movie, right?
They didn't fake it.
Oh yeah, it was completely faked.
What are you talking about?
The leak for the movie. It was completely fake.
Well,
it wasn't really a leak.
It could be.
No, it was not.
Yeah,
well, how do you know? I mean, what's your evidence?
Because they say in the movie that it got leaked.
What are you talking about?
It's leaked in the movie itself.
What are you talking about?
We'll have to go back and look at it. But there was a part in the movie where they talk about being leaked. The movie. It's like one of the hidden things in there.
It would make more sense if the Girardi was leaked.
Leaked.
Sorry. Anyway, continue your thought.
But anyway, so it was leaked on purpose is what I'm getting at.
I don't think so.
It was.
No,
and they had
it
all
was
this
not.
byplay about it not being leaked, blah, 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 blah.
No.
What was that?
Because I was there while
there was something in the movie that oh man, I forget what it was now.
I mean, there's always
in the HD. People in the Ustream chat are saying that they added that later. That the this movie was leaked thing got added later, and I was there. I was hanging out in Steam.
No, that's not what I'm talking about though.
I was hanging out in Steam when, and I can't remember who it was, and I apologize to whoever I was talking to. Said, "Oh my gosh, look, the Meet the Spy video got released on the Valve account."
Right.
But only 2 people got to watch it. Like you went to the Valve page, and the YouTube video was up, and only I think it had single-digit viewers or something like that.
Oh wow.
And so I mean, I was there while it was, when people first noticed it, they were like, "Hey, look at that!" And I went, "Oh wow, that's really cool," and I saw it.
I think when me and Brent saw it, because we were here late that night, and people were just all over the place, telling us that it was leaked, and it might have been around 200 views or something. That's what kind of led me to believe that it wasn't real. But after seeing the quality, I'm like, yeah, if it's not real, it should be, because it was well done. But I don't know. Maybe it was planned. I don't know. Valve.
And evidently, Exit Strategy says in the original leaked video, it said, and of course it scrolled up the moment, it said lost memory instead of leaked video.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
because I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, no, I'm not buying it.
It was completely leaked on purpose.
No,
Those
not buying it.
Those Valve guys,
Nope.
though, they got it under control.
And I think that the Girardi thing was done as an April Fool's gag, and somebody said, "Hey, wait, why don't we use that?"
Yeah.
And I really don't know who. So there's typing going on.
Yes, I'm typing on my laptop. Okay, back to the show. I think in closing, I think Valve, they are masters of entertainment. I think whatever they do is entertaining. Kind of like this show. If we don't talk about TF2, if we get way off track and start talking about P, I think
that's adorable. You think we're entertaining?
As long as we're entertaining, I think that's job well done. And I think Valve they are entertaining the masses right now, and so even their mistakes are entertaining. Even if it was a true leak and they clicked the wrong button, the admin of the YouTube account, Bob Jones or whatever, I think it's great. I think it's excellent. So keep on doing what you're doing, even making mistakes. So what's our next email? Fight Race. We have an email from Fight Race 10. It says, "Hey there, CP. This is Fight Race 10 with some fantastical words concerning Mirror on a Stick." Oh, that's great. I love Mirror on a Stick. It always comes back somehow, too. It's awesome. It is possible that Valve intended the third-person view mode while drinking bonk to be also used as a mirror on a stick. Oh, that's a question. Mirror on a stick? I use it quite often to peer around corners, checking for those pesky sentries. Tell me what you think.
Hey, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Except why don't you just run out there and take a look anyway? I mean, you can't be hurt, right?
Huh. Yeah.
So
is it possible that Valve intended third-person view mode? I don't know. I think I was very shocked by that third-person view thing, because like normally it's only taunts, that give you a third-person view, but like during the game, like walking around, being active, being in a third-person view was pretty jarring, but not as jarring as Girardi. Huh? Didn't. That is a jar of
I need to learn how to do
pain.
crickets.
I know. Yeah, you need to learn. But yeah, a lot of things that Valve does is jarring. I don't know. I don't think they once even considered the notion of mirror on a stick. I really don't think they even listened to this show. So the answer is no. I'm sorry. Sorry to be so negative,
I
but
missed
like
the question. I'm sorry.
Never mind. Well, just listen to the show on Wednesday.
By the way, I got to bring this up just because Nivek did bring it up in the chat room.
Yeah.
Apparently, they did say in the blog that they leaked it on purpose.
Really?
But I still don't take that
said
as fact, right? They still might say that just to say it.
Yeah.
So.
Huh.
But
where's the evidence?
the evidence is in your mouth with the sniper you're in.
Yeah. All right. With
I
that
don't even know what
said,
that means. So we got an email here from
corn.
Oh, do we? Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Hello again, CP. I had a discussion with a kid on Left 4 Dead. Drink! Sorry. The other day about whether standing on top of the propane tank where the switch is in the last stand or going in the corner behind the pipe in the generator room in No Mercy is an exploit because there's no counter to it. Even though these examples are not related to TF2, how would you define an exploit in a game? Thanks for reading this. Corn.
I'm probably a little more harsh on this. I do believe that anything that makes it so that it is near impossible for you to defeat a particular tactic is an exploit.
Huh.
So yes, I do think going behind the pipes, well, specifically under the stairs in the last stand on No Mercy, that was totally exploited terrain to me. Was it legal? Yeah, but to me it was the ultimate, and it was just lame.
I haven't even seen that one go into the stairs.
Really?
Yeah.
It was where the ramp, or the get underneath the ramp in No Mercy and on the last thing.
Oh, No Mercy, yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought you said Last Stand.
Oh, what do you mean last?
Last Stand is the survival mode.
Oh, I was talking about the last level of No Mercy.
Not okay.
Yeah.
not
Sorry.
the level
Physically
last.
level.
Yeah, and they came back and fixed that. You know,
Yeah.
they put boxes there because they don't want you doing that. So,
Yeah. So
obviously they didn't want you there, and they did the same thing on the pipes on the survival mode. They put some stuff in there so you can't get behind the pipes in survival mode. And
Yeah.
you know, I think there's kind of, I hate to say it, but different levels to exploits. You know, one to me is just kind of like a cheesy exploit that it's not really. I'm sure they didn't really intend for you to use it, and it works, but it's still just cheese. But then there's, total, I found a hole in the floor, and I'm under the floor shooting you
yes.
and screwing you over exploit. And so I think there are different levels, but they're all exploits.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't seen that many current exploits in PC TF2.
Yeah, I haven't even.
The last one that I saw that really made me angry was putting the engineering doodads under the floor of gravel pit.
The last one I saw was somehow using your mind to make the cart go all the way from point 1 to 3. And we won. So whoever did that, let me know how you did it.
Oh, they were using mind bullets.
Mind bullets. That's a little Tenacious D reference there. If you
The D.
need some help.
If you need some help. Corn, thank you for your email. So now, guess what we have?
An
Just
MP3,
guess,
an
just
MP3,
guess.
an MP3, an MP3.
Yeah, but do you know what it entails?
Let me guess. I'm thinking it's coming from Magma Spire, and it's an MP3. But the mists of the future are covering my eyes past that point.
Oh, very good, very good. You got about 5% of it correct. You're gonna have to deal with a little bit of the old quick fire.
Really?
Quick fire questions.
That's what,
Remember
that's
that?
what this is?
We didn't have a quick fire last week, but we don't listen to these until it's live, so it might suck, but probably not.
Okay, you want to start again, Brent?
Let us start
I'd love
with.
to.
You want to start with Brent?
Yeah.
Wait, in the rotation of this here, let's start with me. Sorry, let's go this, that, and then you, and then me.
This, that. Why am
Yeah.
I a that? Why am I not a this or a he or a him?
It makes switching the cameras easier. Sorry for the audio folks out there,
But
but
what if they planned it that way, and so they have certain questions that go at certain times because they're used to me starting?
Well, but we changed the order of us anyway. It doesn't matter.
Never.
Well, actually, we could, but we'd have to go Brent,
Whatever.
Wes, Eric.
Whatever.
Okay.
This is the most boring podcast ever.
know.
I know. Let's just
Nick,
stop and go to the next one. We got another podcast.
Let's just take a nap real quick. Okay, ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna do
Magma
this with Laffy Taffy in my
Spa.
mouth.
Okay. So if I'm totally screwing it up by starting first, then I apologize.
Hello, this is Magnus Spire, your local Red Hat soldier, bringing you this week's quick fire questions.
You are all dishonorably discharged.
Alright then. I'm sorry to anyone who has their questions skipped, but we need to catch up with the forum topic. Anywho, here they are. D: or :O?
D colon, because I don't understand the other one.
King of the
Oh.
Hill or Payload Tug of War?
Payload Tug of War.
What will come first? Spy unlocks or engineer unlocks?
Spy unlocked.
Nice.
Are the rapid fire questions the best thing since sliced bread? You may answer with A, yes, B, no, or C, all of the above.
No. The best thing since
The person
Milkshake.
sliced bread.
Milkshake
Is
tunes.
S1 ick 3 brr 3 ad better than sliced bread?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sliced bread.
Please note that you could have answered cow to any of the previous questions, but none of the questions coming up next.
Just in case you're worried about it.
Which
Brent.
is cooler, funnier, overall more epically awesome? Being a spy cram, or air humping as sniper, which is quickly scoping and unscoping while crouching and looking straight up?
You said humping. I'm gonna have to go with humping.
You had me at humping.
Yeah.
Did Valve compensate for the lack of grenades in TF2 by overpopulating Left 4 Dead with grenades?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting. I'll
What
have
is
to
with
sleep
the
on that.
distinct lack of hair on most of the TF2 characters?
It's because you want to have a clean visual image, and that's a way to do it.
Which CP do you cap first on Gravel Pit?
Cow.
No, you can't say cow.
Linear control point maps like Granary, or ABC control point maps like Gravel Pit?
You said granary wrong. It's granary.
Granary.
That's my answer.
Next chosen community map, CTF Moonwalk or PL Frontier?
PL Frontier, totally. With more.
I think it's the quad.
What
I
do you
switched
need,
to quad the
a
other night.
medic or to dispenser here?
Medic.
OMG hacks or hacksaws?
Gax. Hacksaws.
What is the best form of mod shenanigans?
There's a spy in the discotheque.
Nice.
Dodgeball, b-ball, or tennis?
Dodgeball.
Totally dodgeball.
Yeah.
I haven't played the others. So.
Yeah.
Jump maps, surf maps, or tennis?
Ooh, they all tennis. Yeah, I don't like jump
Surf
maps.
maps suck.
No, surf maps are horrible.
Do you
haven't done
think a soldier
skyscraper.
upgrade should be a jar of maggots that he can throw at the enemy?
No, I avoid jars of gross things from now on.
Nice.
:3 or greater than :3?
Oh.
Cow.
Cat face? Oh,
Evil cat face.
you're going for the
Is
cow.
Sasha jealous?
Yeah, Sasha's pissed, really. I mean,
Well, Natasha is.
Do you agree?
No.
man,
Who
so
should
negative.
we think of? The children or the medics?
The medics.
Think of the children.
Screw the children.
Will you still play TF2 when TF3 comes out?
Probably. I'm a retro kind of guy.
You
Probably
are
so.
not.
Which would TF2 make a better kind of game? A real-time strategy game or a tower defense game?
Tower defense.
Nice, yeah. It's pretty sweet.
What is the best ongoing in-joke?
Potato.
What in-joke was, in your opinion, hilarious and needs to be revived?
Me? I always loved the jellyfish, or the.
This
something.
being Shellblade, obviously not me, backstabbed an invisible spy on the 360 version. Is this a sign of their lack of skill or my superior skill?
Their lack of skill.
Kukri.
Did you see what I did there?
No, we
Yes.
You did. Wow, you're a quick one.
If you got the heavy to teach one of your classes in college or high school, which class would he teach?
Biology.
He'd totally be your chem lab.
Cutting
chem
up
lab.
and
Who
cutting up
among you
frogs.
guys is the biggest commie?
The biggest commie? Probably Eric.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Do
awesome.
you ever wonder why there are so many questions?
No, I pretty much always known.
Why am I a commie? I want to know.
Just
Do you
the
think
biggest
that the
commie.
scout could be in the Olympics?
Oh, totally. Yeah. He would be selling hot dogs though.
Which TF2 weapon would Gordon Freeman use?
The grenade launcher.
Why doesn't the spy have crazy coughing fits from smoking?
He has no lungs.
And
Good
black
answer.
blood.
Good answer. Yeah.
Well, that's that, eh? I'd like to thank the following for contributing to the QFQ. SS Aaron,
QFQ.
Sarda, Invisible Ted, Polter Jung, Frostbite, The Cake is a Spy, Rats Gobbler, Fight the Foo 22, Bull Medius 14, Zorg Lord, Shellblade, Nub Loves Cake, and Wes Wilson for saving the day yet again. That's it. We'll see you all next week.
How'd I save the day? How'd I save the day? I don't even know.
You save all the days.
I'll tell you. With the
You
the
can always
heavy-
find the rapid fire questions on our forums at deadworkers.com/community, and it will be in there in one of the Team Fortress or the podcast forums.
Good call. And that's how you can contribute to the rapid fire questions.
By the way,
that was a really good one. Actually,
That was a good one.
I thought that was very clear, and it was a lot of good time in between.
Except for the long
way-
time on the yes nos was probably unnecessary.
Well, I like it though because it actually gives us the time to like joke and like
Yeah.
say some comments and stuff like that. So,
But I'm convinced the heavy would be your chem lab professor in college.
the chem lab.
Yeah, not the professor, but like the master's degree student who's there and he doesn't really know how to teach, and he's just like, okay, put this in this.
right.
So that
Always-
team is like, I don't know, like the band director or the football coach or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know, like
why
band
I see
director.
I don't know why I always see like the cutting open of a frog and like talking about the gizzard. And do they have gizzards?
See, I would see medic in anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, probably the medic. Oh,
So-
why am I a commie? I don't know why am I a commie.
You're a socialist, Pinko.
No, I won't go that far. I just think that
But I will.
you're one of the least politically motivated amongst
True.
us,
True.
and you're probably a little more compassionate than any of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What he's saying is you're
Like romantic?
No, like soft-hearted.
Oh, okay.
So it's a compliment for you.
Like the opposite of the Grinch.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. All right. So what's
I
next?
thought he was just talking about your
And-
crazy wacko with nukes in your closet.
Yeah, I do love plutonium. Let's do the old Fritz question of the week.
Woo! Wow, this is a long show.
It is. It always is. Let's do a Frit. He has asked us questions in the past many, many times. This is number 75 of his questions being asked. Wow.
What? No, it is not.
No, he's lying there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for episode 75. I see. I think we
so
haven't.
Let's just do away with it.
We haven't had
Next
a
in
question
the
from a
map
Frit in 2
review.
weeks. But this is a good one. Okay, ready for this? A Frit? Yes? A Frit
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Hey CP, Ifrit here. My question this week is this. With the whole Valve Sniper/Spy update, do you think Valve had it all planned from the start, or do you think they listened to the community's response for the Sniper update and decided to change to the Spy halfway through? So, yeah. See ya.
No, it was all planned. All you
Yeah.
pinkos think that they like are tripping up on themselves and doing all this crap by accident. It's all planned.
Yeah.
I'm not-
I
It's
think
all planned.
I think a lot of stuff that they do is not planned, kind of like I already
It's
talked
all
about that
planned.
before. But I think with specifically taking two unlocks or two classes and unlocking both their stuff in the same update, I think that was planned because like I said at the beginning of this episode, Robin Walker already explained that this is going to be a huge update and everyone's going to be overly satisfied and it's going to be awesome. I think that they had this planned, and they already had the graphics out and everything, and it was like it was a storyline. It was like Crimson said, it's like TF2 adventure time. It's like a plot going on.
Plus,
I thought it was cool.
Well, and they also got both of the one-shot kill classes out of the way.
Yeah,
They did
that's
it
true.
at one release, which
That's true.
after the hubbub dies down, it won't be 2 weeks of this year with one-shot kills going on. It'll only be 1 week.
That's a good point.
And maybe they're killing each other.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe the spies are killing snipers.
That's true.
So
But that's a good point.
can
about
we
the
set
one-shot killers, yeah.
set SV Pure 1 or Pure 0 or something and like have no unlocks on one of our servers sometime? Can we do that?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. You can ask Johnny.
Okay.
And Johnny, don't do it when he asks you.
Weak.
Tell him he can't do it.
Yes, do it.
All right. The next thing on the agenda.
Why do we have
is-
map review of the week in this doc?
We have some crazy stuff in the doc. Hey, I know what we should do. We should go on down to surveillance.
What's this thing in here in map review though? Should I just bypass that? It's a wave.
Yes, this is actually a bumper to surveillance.
Oh, okay.
This is by the excellent Akond, Snacky, if you will. I got Bill is his real name. I got him to do some crazy
You just gave out his
impressions.
real name on the internet.
I totally did. I think he gave out his real name.
Yeah, I
You know how
call
many
him Bill and all the.
You know how many bills out there are now going to get people pestering them?
Yeah,
Well,
but
he's
I
on
call
New
him
Days.
Bill all the
Guys are
time on the
insane.
Daily Gamer.
Yeah,
I'm
You're
not-
insane. Next, you're going to give out his middle name.
He's good on
Winchester.
crazy.
What's the matter with having Winchester?
Oh my God!
Winchester?
Oh my
Is
God!
that- Y'all make up.
Oh
a
my
name.
God! Hacks.
But anyway, so I got a con. I shoved my my camera in his face, and I got him to record an excellent little bumper for surveillance. He does so many impersonations. Actually, Mintalk is really like impersonation king too. He does some really good voices. Anyway, so here it is, surveillance.
It's time for surveillance!
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, here we are. Okay, the first one we have here is the female pyro model.
Yes.
Have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Do you like it?
No,
is
it's
it dumb?
ridiculous.
Is
It's
it
dumb.
ridiculous?
It's totally stupid.
Oh, I got to look at this.
I don't
now.
know why. I think I like ridiculous things because I think it's brilliant. I think it's great. The bottom half of the girl is kind of like well, it's still big and baggy like
Okay,
the pyro.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
But the top half
Is a
has
supermodel.
been removed, and you see a bra, but you still see like the strap holding on the big baggy pants. So it's like it still feels like that could be in existence under the pyro's
No, it doesn't.
uniform. Yeah.
No. That is not the way those suits work. It is just not.
Are you a naysayer?
I am.
Are you up in
saying-
your tower?
I am saying nay to this. This is ridiculous. Somebody wanted to take a supermodel, 3D model, and put it in the game, and all they did was they chopped out the middle part of the pyro, stuck a broad
Wearing
supermodel.
a thong, for God's sakes.
It's ridiculous.
So okay,
And-
so you vote nay.
Oh, I vote nay. I vote nay twice.
Okay, so I vote yay. What about you, Brent? You're the tiebreaker here.
What am I voting here? Do I like the model?
Yes, yay or nay. Keep
am
it
I
or
going
nay.
to replace my pyro model with this
keep
model?
it or burn it?
I think she's got too many clothes on. I think
So
you can do a
remove the
much
bottom
better
half,
job
then.
of having naked models run around.
Ah. Well,
although Bad Easy did wear a costume remarkably like this at the con.
I missed that costume.
Yeah.
I saw the Zoe costume, which was awesome.
so Falcon gave you a high five in the chat room. So
I think he's saying you should have. We would have all enjoyed it thoroughly. Wow.
All
And
right.
I haven't even been drinking his Bacardi.
I haven't either.
This is
I'm
true.
totally sober.
and by the way, I'm
Wait,
drinking,
why are you frowny facing?
I'm drinking Ash Williams.
That's a compliment, I would
Rum.
think.
I'm drinking Ash Williams rum from the convention. By the
So
way,
why
You
aren't we
stole
all
his
drinking
rum?
Ash Williams rum?
because I'm drinking it all. All right, next. Next we have let's see. Push Gaming presents TF2 Top 10 Plays of the Week, number 4. We've talked about this before. This is some amazing plays by various people.
Wow, we're going like
and
way over, aren't we?
But this one is different. This one has a commentator, and it is brilliant. Have you seen this, Wes?
No, I'm going
You
to look
haven't
at
seen
it later.
It is very good because I think the commentator really adds a lot. I mean, it really makes it more of a less of a amateur frag video and more of a look and listen and understand what they're doing.
Yes.
He explains exactly what's going on, and you feel more like there's more of a team, more of a, I don't know, more of a sport, really, you know. It's really, really, really good. So I'm going to link to that in the show notes, another YouTube video. Okay, so the next video we have is from Noxus Freeze. This is a TF2 Smash Brothers 64 intro. And, you know, this one ended up, we got this before Valve linked to it on their blog.
Yeah.
Before they link to us?
They love to link to things that are not associated to the Control Point podcast. Thanks, Doug Lombardi. But but this is actually really well done. This is another YouTube video, so we'll link to that. And the last one here on surveillance is Team Fortress 2 Situation Report.
And I love this.
This is really great. This is the we kind of alluded to this on episode 76 at CPCon last week. This is fridge magnet kind of thing, like where you put together random words and like verbs and nouns. And
I think you're over-explaining this.
Okay, remember
So we're gonna link to this.
the big
situation board in the Meet the Spy video
There you
where the
go.
lights came on.
yeah.
It's that, but you can click on it and make the lights come on.
Yeah.
So you
So-
can say, emergency, team update, hit by train, blue spy, needs
Yeah.
ammo.
And you can say, like, the Red Scout is too drunk. Hump him.
Hump him is on here?
Oh, well, I don't know if it really is. So
I do
anyway,
notice that
so that's
Lost
pretty cool.
Dracula is in the bottom right corner.
Dracula?
Yeah.
Huh.
Lost Dracula.
So that proves
Just in
they
case
knew it
you
all
need that.
along.
So let's go on down to good old shout-outs. Shout it, shout it. We don't have a bumper for this, so, yes. So Lost Dracula will have to sing it for us.
Yes, Blue Spy, Lost Dracula.
One scout. So, player of the week. Player of the week. Player of the week. Player of the week. Player of the week.
I don't know.
Oh, is this not it in here?
It is.
Okay, I agree with that.
Nivik won for the freaking epic poster that you gave us at CPCon. That is the coolest thing ever. We don't have it up and framed, or else we'd be showing it right now on the webcam. But that is awesome. That's exactly what we would do if we were on the West Coast. We would totally knock on Valve's door. We'd say, "Hey, we're those guys that make that podcast that you guys don't listen to. We want something cool." And then they give us a poster with,
They would probably just give us a bottle of Girate, though.
Yeah, that's true. They'd like
all over our faces.
True. And then we would take like 35% more damage on our way out.
While we enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah. But anyway, Nivik won. It was a pleasure. We have a birthday, too, to Karsaroff. Happy birthday. Who is actually all the way out there in Sydney, Australia. Long way away. Happy birthday. Also, I wanted to shout out to Jenning because Jenning was full force at CPCon. Not the actual Jenning, but people talking about Jenning. And if you listen to episode 76, you'll learn that a lot of people didn't think that Jenning was an actual real person.
That cracked me up.
I know, especially Boom Rocker. But we thought it was really cool. And one of the games we were going to do was a drink with Jenning. And thank you again, Nivik 1, for coming up with that awesome title. A drink with Jenning was going to be a game in which we drink every time Jenning says the word Jenning. In the interview on episode something or other, I forgot which one it was, 74 or 75.
Yeah, it was
75, yeah. So I think he probably said Jenning approximately 80 times, maybe.
Holy crap.
Maybe 70, 80, I don't know. Somebody can count it and leave us an MP3 next episode. But we were going to play the game, the epic game, with like 20 or 25 of us all playing the game simultaneously, film it, and then put it on YouTube and see what Jenning thought about it. Sorry, but we didn't actually do it.
That would be dangerous.
But I think maybe one day me and Brent and Wes can actually play that game. And, well, you want to do it one day? I still want to do it.
Sure.
Would you do it, Brent?
Sure.
Sweet.
I'm
Anyway.
staying here that night.
Yeah.
So we'll do it on a Saturday.
Shout out to Jenning, and if you haven't checked out his blog about the spy updates and stuff like that, go totally check it out. Look at the show notes from episode 76. And I think that takes us out to
and that will
the
do
intro,
it.
or the outro.
Another episode of Control Point brought to you by lowpings.net. You should get a server there. You can call us at 256-513-4772 and listen to all of our other fine podcasts at deadworkers.com/network. And then also each Sunday you can always listen to us live and watch us live at deadworkers.com/live. And well, that's it. See y'all next week.
Yes. Bye-bye. Oh, let's see. And here's the outro right there. Episode 77. Ciao.